Thank you. Welcome to Internal Healing Alchemy 111 Self-Development Changemakers Program Diary Series. So, my name is Fleur-desiree. I'm the founder, director, facilitator and the creator of the Self-Development Changemakers programs, which I will be launching online in a class format to the public in the next 3 to 4 weeks. So the intention for these diary series is to give you a perspective through the embodiment and application of certain particular processes, practices, rituals, therapies, and workshop experiences that I have created in the programs and class schedule, and integrating that and applying that into a ritual of my daily life for the next 21 days. So before I go into the first process, I wanted to give you just a little bit of information about why 21 days. And so for me personally, in my experience of health development, self-development, neuralistic programming, repeated pattern, they say it takes 21 days, 3 weeks to break a program and reprogram a new one. And so for me, I thought, why not give you the perspective through the experience of my scheduled programs and workshops and processes that are available in the classes through my own embodied experience, to support an understanding through a eyes view perspective on how I've integrated the experiences and the lessons that I've learnt in the classes into my daily life. And so you could use this opportunity through my diary series as a potential guideline into how these classes can be integrated and applied into your life on a daily basis. And so for me, this is a self-research and development on how these next 21 days are going to reprogram and develop my internal and external self. And I'm just really excited. I haven't really got any real form of structure in how I'm going to do this, other than just get out there and share my experience with the intention to open and expand the intelligence of these amazing teachings and lessons through me, the student of my teachings, to support and I guess just show you what these sorts of things can do. Alright, so let me just take a nice deep breath in and drop into space. So I'm just going to take a cleansing exhale just to clear out all of that stagnant old energy, of that potential nervousness and anxiety that I can currently feel in my body. I'm going to breathe in calm presence, love and light. And I'm going to exhale, let it all out. Dropping into Internal Healing Alchemy 111 frequency channel, self-development, Changemakers program diary series of Fleur-desiree Wagner, beginning today, the 23rd of April 2020, in the birth of our new moon in Taurus. Perfect opportunity to start something new, I say. The new moon is all about rebirth and really opening up a new space of intention. So, here I am, sharing with you a space of vulnerability, transparency, and a whole lot of information that you could potentially embody and apply into your life to reach a broader perspective of how you can open into a more fulfilled self, a more connected self, a more self acknowledgement, self awareness, upgrade, expansion in consciousness. I'm really excited. So, this morning I was watching, last night I was watching a Bruce Lipton series on how we can reprogram our subconscious mind. And I applied a practice that resonated with me with a bit of a twist, and started that today, this morning, on the birth of my awakening into today. So I woke up this morning, I was still laying in bed. I woke up quite agitated, and there was a big part of my body and my energy that just wanted to get out there and just get going and move with this energy. It was really lots of sacral and root energy, very strong, if not blocked energy that just needed movement. But prior to me, normally I'd wake up and just move and click on like a light bulb and get out of bed and just work with that energy. Although today I decided to sit into that space where I was still waking and still sort of sleeping, what we also kind of know as the theta state, where we find ourselves in hypnosis and in meditation. It's that moment just before falling asleep and just before waking up, where we are still in that subconscious mind, and it's a perfect opportunity to repeat a program, an affirmation, something new and positive to, I guess, implement and integrate into the subconscious mind to break patterns and non-serving programs and habits and behaviors. And so over the last 3 weeks, in the uplift of our world order changing, and I currently like to say we are in the processing chamber of the old and the new in our world as well as within ourselves, and there's a lot of turbulence going on internally and externally through the frequencies and the energies of our being and all that is. And so through this experience, as I went internal and offline, I have been opening particular doorways of rooms of life experiences where a lot of ventilating triggers, expression, rigidity, resistance, emotion, turbulence within my internal world starting to come out, if not really finding a space of difficultiness in really uplifting into that space of peace, of happiness and content while in this storm of chaos. And so the intention for this next 21 days is for me to really implement and reprogram the positive vibration and the healthy habits, good rituals into my daily life every day and see what happens. So this morning I woke and I laid on my bed and I breathed into the energy that wanted me to get up straight away, and I actually breathed out into a form of opening into transmitting 10 times and repeating, as we know, to reprogram the subconscious mind. Where we're learning something new, we need to continue to repeat a repetition of information. And so through that knowing, as I laid in that theta state before moving into the conscious, the now, the moment, I allowed myself rest in that theta state with that intention and started to reprogram into that state a repeated words of, I love you, Fleur, you're healthy, you're happy. I love you, Fleur, you're healthy, you're happy. I love you, you're healthy, happy. I love you, I'm healthy, I'm happy. I love you, I'm happy, I'm healthy. I love you, I'm happy, I'm healthy. And I continued and continued to repeat that until the 10th time and opened into a space of I love you, I'm happy, I'm healthy. And for transparency, the way that I fell asleep the night before, last night, I fell asleep feeling unworthy, not happy, not healthy. I felt very low vibration as I had a very turbulent evening last night of expression, of anger, of resentment, and I went to bed not finishing or finalize or closing that container of energy that was open, that when I woke this morning, I was still in that unresolved space of energy. And so with the intention, knowing that I was starting my 21-day self-development program diary series, with the resistance of even wanting to move through my first ritual or practice in repetitive repetition of positive programming, self-talk, self-thought, I was able to shift and move through that with the intention of self-love and practice. I was able to move through the awakening of last night's unresolved energy of low vibration, of density, of pain, of sorrow, of victim, and was able just through 10 repeated words of repetition of positive vibration. I love you, you're happy, I'm healthy, and I uplifted into that space of high vibration. I love you, I'm happy, I'm healthy. It's interesting as I pause that what we experience the night before is how we start our day. So what we experience before we go to sleep is how we start our day. And this is something that I now every day for the next 21 days, and I with intention hope to have this continually organically fall into ritual once I've reprogrammed over the next 3 weeks, the next 21 days. I wish and I hope and I see that this ritual practice will become an organic implementation, integrated, embodied into my natural way of living. So for the next 21 days, before I go to sleep, knowing that what we experienced the night before starts our day when we wake. So that theta stage that I was sharing about earlier, just before we go to sleep and just before we wake, implementing a positive repetition of I love you, I'm healthy, I'm happy. Repeating that positive vibration, I love you, I'm happy, I'm healthy, 10 times in that theta state just before you're going to sleep and just before you're waking. Now, something that I'd like to share with you that I've actually done, because it's better in that theta state of subconsciousness, that we actually listen through earphones a recording of that positive program that you want to implement into that subconscious state of theta just before you sleep and just before you wake. So my little snippet tick for you today is to voice record your voice repeating 10 times, I love you, I'm happy, I'm healthy. Plug those earphones in and listen to your recording before you go to sleep, and listen to your recording as you wake through earphones, and see what will happen over the next 21 days. Thank you for tuning in to Internal Healing Alchemy 111 Self-Development Change Makers Program Diary Series number 1. Love you.